Angelo, given what the team has gone through in the last couple of months, how important is this win for you all?
Yeah, it was a very important game for us. No one really expected us to win. That took us, that took a lot of pressure off ourselves, and we just, went out there, expressed ourselves, and you can see what we can do when we play with a lot of freedom.
Angelo, you've been calling yourself the underdogs, and even now you said that nobody expects you to win. So now that you won, how do the expectations change, especially from within the team?
We don't want to think too far ahead. I mean, we just want to take one game at a time. Now it's done, and we look forward to the next game. It'll be the same plans. Go out there, no expectations. Go out there, play with a lot of freedom. If we play good cricket, I'm certain that we can beat any team.
Graham Ford has received some harsh criticism over the last couple of weeks. How much do you feel for him?
Yeah, I know. It's always the coach and the captain. Today once again, Kusal Pereira's call was also crucial. As a captain, I had to send him, and would have been a few bullets fired at me if it hadn't, gone too well. But that's what we are there for, to take crucial decisions at crucial times, and it doesn't matter if it fails. But yeah, I mean, there is a lot of responsibility, in the coach and the captain. So we do our very best out there, and we get the boys to do the very best, and we get the boys to try really hard, and that's what we look for.
Angelo, there seemed to be a conscious effort of sweeping Jadeja or playing him a lot more squarer. How much was that discussed in leading up to the game about playing Jadeja, and how much was he discussed?
Not really. I mean, it wasn't a plan as such. It's just our own strengths. I mean, if you see Kusal Pereira, he always sweeps. Kusal Mendes always sweeps. We had to play spin on this, spin well on this wicket. We had to put a lot of pressure on Jadeja as well. Well, even though it was a good wicket to bat on, it still, held on a little bit. And I thought the start that we got really set us a, good, platform for the middle order players to go out there and, express ourselves.
Angelo, a couple of run-outs today. That's, I think, 4 now for Sri Lanka. Is that something that you have to address, maybe the running between the wickets? And on the other side of it, though, they weren't able to take many wickets at all, their bowlers. So is that something that's very satisfying for you?
Well, sorry, sir. What was your second question?
Just the fact that their bowlers were hardly able to crack your batting. So is that then a positive you take?
Yeah, run-outs are certainly... we need to address. I mean, those were suicidal, and we can't afford, going forward, losing our best players, just throwing our wickets away. But it went really well today for us, and it was very hard to get away with their bowlers. I mean, we all know that they've got a brilliant attack. Bumrah, Bhuvaneshwar all bowled really well, but it's just that we batted really well. Nothing to take away from the batters. It's a top effort by the batters.
Angelo, your thoughts on the innings of Gunatilaka and Mendes? I mean, they set the innings up for you with really counter-attacking innings. They just took the attack apart. Your thoughts on those two?
Yeah, I mean, mind you, to walk into a game knowing that he wasn't even in the 15, and Kapugedara got injured yesterday, and he had to step in and to open the batting against a very strong opposition was fantastic. The way he batted, it was very pleasing the way he batted. Kusal Mendes and Danushka, they played with a lot of freedom, and that really set us a platform. And as I said before, for us it made it so much easier for myself and Kusal Pereira and the middle order batters. Don't forget, Asela, that little cameo really won us the game, and it was a fantastic batting effort.
Angelo, when the top 8 teams are playing, nobody takes anyone else lightly. But do you think with this win, you might get some more respect from the opposition?
Well, it doesn't matter if the opposition, respects us or not. We are out to go. We are out to do a job, and we don't really think about what opposition think. I mean, no one really expected us to win today as well, but we knew underneath that we had the talent. We had another opportunity to beat a fantastic team, and which we did.
here. Your batters pulled off one of the most memorable victory, but what would you like to say about your bowlers? Because in the death overs, they bowled too many full tosses.
No, it happens. I mean, when you're against a Dhoni and Kedar Jadhav and all these guys, they are fantastic, hitters of the cricket ball, especially towards the end as well. And it's not easy to bowl at Dhoni. I mean, he took us apart in the end, but bowlers were fantastic. I thought to restrict them for 321 on that wicket, 300 plus, 300, 310, 320 is very much gettable on these tracks. Even though the wicket had a lot of grass, it played out really well.
Angelo, apparently Kusal Mendes was sent to meet Kumar Sangakkara a couple of days ago. What was the thought behind, and how has it benefited young Mendes?
Yeah, I mean, he met Kumar, Sangha to get a few batting tips, and he's the king. And we all look up to him. We all get advice from him, all the batters, and he taught us a lot of good things on play on how to play on these tracks. And yes, the guys met him and took a lot of advice and went out there and experimented it.
Last year, guys.
Angelo, you talked about the support for India yesterday, and you were saying that they're everywhere. They're very vociferous. So today they probably started making noise at about 10. How did it feel to actually quieten them or shut them
Well,
up?
it was like playing a World Cup final. It was so noisy and a great atmosphere. We all know that all the Indians travel and they're right behind their team. And must thank all the Sri Lankan supporters who came out here. Even though it was little numbers, it was fantastic support for us. We really thank all of them.
Oh, just a similar thing, but on that line, there was a little papare band that seemed to get louder and louder amongst all the Bangra. How aware of you were that, and how heartening was that?
Yeah, I mean, that's our trademark, papare. They come all over wherever we play, and Sri Lankan people like to have fun, and it was very pleasing for us to give them a win, because we had some terrible times in the recent past, especially with losing a lot of lives for floods, and we are very grateful that we could give them a smile.